So I'm going to be starting a band, and we're going to begin rehearsing. It's going to take some time, but my goal is to record an original song album. It's going to be all original songs. It's going to have 22 songs on it. It's going to be called Richie Levoi, the Brooklyn Song. That's going to be the name of the album. So all of these songs are all songs I wrote. They're all original songs. Lover's Game. It's a song I wrote about my wife, how we could get a little frisky, you know what I mean? It's really more of a psychological game. It's like she knows what I'm thinking, I know what she's thinking, and we know how to play our lover's game. Everybody's got problems. It's a very true song to life. We all have problems. We all have to be strong, because life will hit us very hard. And just like Rocky Balboa says in the song, I actually use the lyrics. It's not how hard you could hit, it's how hard you could get hit and keep moving forward. Who Will Be There for You is trying to sound a lot like Creed, Stone Temple Pilots. It's a very touching song to me. It's just during very hard times in your life, who can you really trust, Who can you depend on? People change. I was in hedonism with a buddy of mine, but this is before I was married to Jennifer. I was going out with a girl named Jackie. We pretty much lied to them. We said we were going to Breezes, which was this like family resort, but we went to this all nude resort, called Hedonism, and there was this guy there, Maurice and Lionel. They were the hosts. They ended up becoming my good friends, and they actually jammed with me. Maurice was a bass player, Lionel was a drummer, and they say, "You get call from America, Richie man." And I said, "From who?" "Jackie and Antonella." Antonella was my friend John's girlfriend. "It's over, man." They- yeah, they found out that we went to hedonism. They broke up with us. So it's basically, I wrote a song called People Change, meaning she changed the way she felt for me. But it was kind of funny because the song itself sounds like a very happy song. It's like a very Caribbean calypso song, but the words are pretty depressing. Brooklyn Funk, it's an original song I wrote about my hometown, Brooklyn, New York. Really funky jazz vibe to it. It's an instrumental. Runaway, I had a tough childhood, as you know. I was just looking to get out, destination unknown. Just pack my bags and get the F out of there. Guess we all been there in our lives. Jennifer, that's a song I wrote for my wife. Sophia is a song I wrote for my daughter. The last time I seen her, I was really just trying to sound like, Frank Sinatra. Old Blue Eyes, the chairman of the board. Monday with the Blues. It's just basically a jam out song. Just really really cool jam out blues song. Like a Dream is a wedding song. I actually wrote that for my cousin Carolyn and Stephen when they got married. The Brooklyn song, obviously, that's my, I guess you could say, my signature song. I wrote that about my hometown growing up in Brooklyn, New York in the 70s and the 80s. Brooklyn Magazine rated that the greatest ballad ever written about Brooklyn. If you actually look up my name online, Richie Levoi, Levoi, and type in a Brooklyn song, if you see the article by Brooklyn Magazine, you can read it for yourself. They called it the greatest ballad ever written about Brooklyn. That was a big honor. Let Me Buy You a Drink Tonight. We've all been there, you're going through tough times in your life. You're down, you're depressed. You just want someone to kind of be your psychiatrist for the night. Normally it's the bartender, but if it happens to be someone there, you're willing to buy them a drink tonight just so they can kind of be your therapist, make you feel better. Feeling good tonight is the complete opposite. You want to just go out and have a great time. You want to get drunk. You want to get high. You just want to go absolutely wild. So that's what that song's about. When I picture my life, I picture you. I originally wrote this as a love song, and it just so happened that I met a lady who owned an animal rescue center. She knew Billy Joel, if you could believe this. Billy Joel actually donated money to her animal rescue center, and she saw me play at a local bar in Brooklyn. It was called the Wicked Monk in Bay Ridge, and she just loved my voice. She said she loved my piano playing. She asked me if I would consider writing a song. She just lost her dog. It was the love of her life. It was like, forget about it. She was in tears, hugging me, and I winded up making this song. It was originally a love song, but I dedicated it to her dog and her animal rescue center. Michael is a song I wrote, obviously, for my son. Middle of the Night is once again one of those songs about my tough childhood. Just wanted to get out of there, run away, destination unknown, pack my bags, and leave. Look what your love could do. This is like a reggae song. I At the time, this was before I met Jennifer. I was dating a girl named Jackie, and she literally drove me nuts. Like she was very very into just like going to the mall, going shopping all the time. She loved to shop, and she used to just drive me crazy. It was like, you think I should buy this dress? You think I should buy that dress? You think I should buy these shoes? You think I should buy this? You think I should buy that? And I was just like, buy everything, man. It was just like she used to drive me nuts. But the point of the song is that even though the girl drives you crazy, it's kind of like one of those situations. You can't. What was that expression? You can't live with women, and you can't live without them. So it's kind of like she drives you nuts, but you got to stay with her. Dreaming, that's kind of on the lines again of a love song or a wedding song. Funk a la Richie, one of my favorite piano players in the world is Chick Corea. And this was kind of like something I wrote in honor of Chick. He recently passed away. May he rest in peace, Chick Corea. It's a very Latin funk jazz song. Back into My Arms. This is a song I wrote for Jennifer when we temporarily broke up. I realized how much I missed her, what a mistake I made, and I wrote this to get her back into my arms, and it worked, thank God. How many times a day? I always wanted to write a song about, that awkward feeling when you want to pick up a girl and you're like in a bar and, you're staring at her and you kind of don't know what the right, like, introduction is. You're afraid of making a jackass out of yourself. And you just procrastinate, basically. It's procrastination until either the girl ultimately just walks out and leaves and you missed your opportunity, or you had the balls to approach her, and who knows what happens. Maybe it worked out for you, maybe it didn't. But it's just, in other words, like how many times a day, like how much procrastination are you going to do before you just approach this girl and talk to her? I was listening a lot to Sting. It's got a kind of Sting police vibe to it. And I'm planning on playing these songs on YouTube. I kind of want everybody to get to know them, get to know the melody, get to know the rhythm, the feel of the song, get to know the lyrics. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. Richie Levoi, the Brooklyn Song album, coming out soon. Got to rehearse for a while though, so it's not going to be immediate.